Welcome everyone. In our next lesson, I wanted to go over some settings that I think everyone should know about in the WordPress dashboard. So we're here in our WordPress dashboard now, and just going over a few tips. Should be pretty quick video, and I'm not going to go in any particular order. These are just important things that I feel like you should know if you've never used WordPress before. I'll kind of start at the top and then work my way down. So here, this is just going to be where you want to click to actually visit your site. If you've made any changes or you just want to know what your site is looking like currently, you'll just click here and your site will populate in a new tab within your actual browser. So that's what this tab here is for. And then next, this is actually how many comments you've had on your blog. This number will tally up depending on how many comments you have since the last time you've checked. So if you haven't checked in a week, if you haven't checked in a day, if you haven't checked in an hour, this will actually show you how many comments you have. When you scroll over to the new button, this is simply to add a new post. If you want to upload new media, such as a post image or a PDF file, maybe you have a podcast and you want to upload some audio, you'll go to new media to upload that into your WordPress. Then page, obviously that'll be a new page. If you're making like a contact form or about us page, maybe a terms and conditions or a privacy policy, you'll want to go to new page. And then from here, you can go to new user, and that'll just be to add a new user or to just add a new subscriber. Maybe you have a new editor that wants to be able to have access to your WordPress dashboard to add content in for you. The GoDaddy tab's not really important unless you actually have chosen to use GoDaddy hosting. Then from there, you'll actually want to, go to your account settings or flush your cache, things of that nature. But I'm not going to assume that you use GoDaddy, so this may not be here depending on what host you're using. From here, you just have your howdy, and this is where you'll go to edit your profile. If you want to edit your profile, basically your username. If you want to edit your password, you'll just click edit my profile. If you want to add an avatar image, and then obviously if you want to log out of your WordPress dashboard, you'll just hit log out and go from there. From here, you just have your home. Updates is going to be for WordPress core updates, not updates to your theme or your plugin or anything of that nature. And I'll get into what a theme is, how to apply a purchase theme, what plugins are, etc. in lessons coming up. But for now, I just want you to focus on this update button right here. Will just show you your actual WordPress updates. And if you actually click on it, it'll even say update core, and it'll show you that you have the latest update. Here, it's just going to show you your post, obviously. And I'm just hovering over this button, everyone. I'm not actually clicking on anything. When I hover over, it opens up this sub menu, and you can see all your posts. You can add new posts. You can add categories and tags. I'll be getting into what categories and tags are in my WordPress SEO course. So definitely check that out if you haven't already, and I'll be providing information on that course later on within this course at the end, but I won't keep promoting it now. So let's click on all posts just to get an idea of what you'll see. And this is the default post that actually shows when you're just installing WordPress. It'll show the author, it'll show what categories it's assigned to, what tags, when it was published, how many comments, and it'll also give you a title. And you can click on edit to edit the post. If you want to do a quick edit, you'll just hit here and it'll open up where you can do a quick edit here, but you can't edit the contact. And also you can put it in the trash, and then if you click here you can view the post, and obviously you can double tap to open it up in a new tab. So that's what that's for. Under media, you have your media library, just how we have up here. These are the same two options: new post, new media, new page. So you have your media library. You can add new post. And this option is probably not going to be there for you. This is just a plugin that I installed, which compresses images, and that'll be covered in another course or maybe a blog post for our members later on. But for now, I just want you to focus on library and new, add new. And if you click on library, it'll actually show you the image that I'm using currently for my default theme. So that image is just there. If you scroll under pages, you'll see that it has all pages and add new. Pretty self-explanatory. You click on all pages, and right now all I have is an about me page and a contact us page because I just installed this in our previous lesson. So that's all you'll see from here. Moving on, if you go to comments and you click on comments, this is just a default comment that's installed by GoDaddy. Obviously you can delete it, but it'll show you the comment itself, who it came from, their image if they have one, a website if they entered one, what post or page it's in response to. Most of the time that's going to be a post unless you enable comments on your page, which you don't really want to do, and then what day and time it was submitted on. This option is probably not going to be here. This is another plugin I have for my contact forms, and I'll actually be covering that in our next lesson. So stay tuned for that. And then under appearance, again, I'll be covering this in the next lesson as well. Will just be themes, how to customize it, widgets, your menus, your header, your background, and your editor. For your menus, that's just going to be what shows if you have a blog tab, podcast tab, maybe you have a contact form, just pages that you want to be actually shown in your menu. You'll actually click here. And then for your header, that's just going to be what people see when they come to your website, whether you want to say have a nice day or welcome to my golf course or whatever message you want to present for your business or your blog or your affiliate site when people join. And then your background will be the default background that you have for your theme. And that can be changed up here as well, but sometimes people like to do it here. And then this is going to be your PHP editor, which is a little bit more advanced for developers out there. Under plugins, you can add new plugins here. You have a plugin editor. Again, that's for more advanced people. And then if you actually click on install plugins, it'll show you what plugins you already have installed. So I haven't gone through and installed any super important plugins yet. This is a default one that comes with GoDaddy hosting, and this is a default plugin that comes with WordPress. And in a later lesson here, I'm actually going to go through and show you a security plugin and an SEO plugin that you definitely should use. I do advise using Ninja Forms for your contact forms, but again, I have another lesson coming up on that and how to install it and set it up. And then this is just what I use to reduce my image file sizes. Won't really be going over that too much. That's a little bit more advanced. But if you're interested and you really need your file sizes to be reduced if you're going to be using large images, definitely recommend WordPress Smush. All right, and then from here, obviously, we already covered you can add new plugins, and I'll be covering that as well in the next lesson, but you can just click here, you can just install, you can actually search for plugins and things of that nature. And then last few things I want to cover is users, which is just how you can add new users, update your profile, and check on all your users. Tools, I don't have any installed right now. But this is just some plugins will be here. And then settings, and this is just where you'll go to change the general settings for your website, how you want your comments or your blog styling to be, how you want people to be able to read, discussions, your media, your permalinks, which will be covered in the SEO course. I'll be going over a lot of this within the WordPress SEO course as well, not trying to promote that course or anything, but just want to keep things separated since this course is basically just geared toward getting everything set up and not so much about SEO and ranking and things of that nature. But if you just click on general and go here, you'll just see it's your site title, your tagline, how you want your blog to display. And the only reason I'm currently blocked out is because I have it set so that I can only change this within my DNS. Your email address and default user role, things of that nature. So set your time, how your date format's going to be, and then obviously you can just save the changes here. So I think that's going to wrap it up on this one, guys. And ladies, I just wanted to kind of go over just the generalistic settings of when you first install WordPress. In our next lesson, we'll kind of go over putting themes up, and we'll cover doing content forms and also what plugins are and how to use them. Those will be the next little group of lessons we have coming up. So I'll see you in a few.